87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Yes, there is your miracle bed.
What up, y'all? I had a temporary heart attack because when 14 launched, it said there was scheduled maintenance, and good God, if the last 3 times I tried to play this game was it not always in scheduled maintenance. So I thought I had terrible luck, but it turns out everything's fine and dandy. How's everybody doing? I always feel weird asking that when I'm doing other stuff. Because, like, I know the question's gonna take a while to get to people, but it seems like I'm not paying attention. Weird, weird divergence. Still got Sonic Heroes on Xbox? Shit, yeah. It was weird playing Sonic on Xbox. It was like the most opposite thing. Not only was Sonic on a non-Sega console, Sonic was also on a Western-made console. Just, ugh, felt weird. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, Captain Jack Sparrow 01. Enzymatic, I'm doing okay. Kind of another long day. Actually, I take that back. The workday was easy. Had some other stuff that was a little more tiring. Ovened up a lot of leftovers. Did some laundry. Took out trash. Like, fucking did some dishes. Just a bunch of life maintenance stuff, you know? I I guess the bigger thing is that I'm in the middle of a physical therapy process. Just got done with a 14-hour workday, too tired to make a real meal, so eating tuna from a can. Glad to catch a Lawrence stream. Damn. I've had those days, man. I know that feel. Sometimes you give your meat what it needs to stay alive, and tomorrow's a new day. It's one of those. Get them gains today, sort of. It's more like I'm undoing the wrong gains, if that makes any sense. So yeah. This is an issue I've had for a while, just like it's only caused me moderate discomfort, but took some hits in the wrestling doc that made me think, okay, it's not going away, I need to get it looked at. Went to a doctor, he recommended physical therapy, now I'm doing that. They're basically finding that, first of all, my posture's kind of fucked, but, you know, welcome to being alive. Second of all, I've been doing certain exercises wrong, which is partially due to my posture and also because it's weird how the path, like, goes down the wrong way and keeps going that way. So, I'm gonna just ramble on because who cares. Also, episode Prompto, I'm excited for that. Oh shit! Wham! I'm a bear. That's a 2-month Prime sub. I gotta play a song for that. So let me look up a sweet jam. Actually, I was listening to a pretty good album today. Okay, see, the issue is there are 3 muscles that cross the upper back that help you kind of shrug your shoulders, move your arms around, that sort of thing. Oh shit, I'm logging in. The issue is that of those 3, I've really only worked with and continue to use the upper muscle. So that muscle is strong and tight, also because I haven't really done much mobility stuff, so that has only compounded the problem. But it's the other 2 muscles are unused and weak. So whenever I do a movement, or I have to lift weight, I end up rolling my shoulders forward so I can use that upper trap muscle. And I think that has caused it to either like seize up, or basically the other muscles aren't pulling tension off of it, so it can't heal. So that's the situation I'm in. I have to both roll out and relax my upper muscles and develop my mid and lower muscles so that they get to the mass and then they can help, basically. And it's challenging, man. It's challenging to single out a particular muscle in a muscle group, especially when all of your life up until a point has been to use another one. It's so tough to rewrite your head. I've always wondered what physical recovery looked like. You know, they always show that inspiring picture of a dude like taking his first step after a terrible accident. And I never wanted to go through that. But I always had a weird curiosity what that sensation would be like. And I think I'm not going to say I understand it, but I think I'm at like maybe I understand like 2% of it instead of 0. So it's interesting. Also, I feel like my mic levels are lower than they were before. I'm going to adjust up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave it right there, because if I scream, I don't want it to blow out. I'll leave it there. I don't think I'll be doing any screaming at 14. It's a pretty nice game. Had a similar issue with my pecs. Had to go down to embarrassing low weight on cable flies in order to get the right muscles to work the exercise. Interesting, Antonius. Yeah, but, I mean, if you've been working bench, it's hard for me to imagine how you would do that, but, yeah, I guess if you're pushing the bar down or up or whatever. How long ago was this? Enzymatic? I've experienced it or felt shades of it for, I want to say, about 3 years now. I think it became an issue when I was doing MMA, and that was about 3 years ago. I was doing a lot of wrestling and groundwork and getting slammed on the ground. And I think that caused the injury. Then I was sleeping on a shitty air mattress, which made the injury worse. And I think due to the natural imbalance of my body, it just never healed. Alright, enough rambling. Somebody gave me money twice. Wham, I'm a bear. Not only gave me money once, but came back and did it again. For that, you get a nice song. Hey Josh Rooney, I am playing Stormblood, and that's another Prime sub, so that's another sweet song. You know it's sweet because I said it was sweet. Ergo sweetness, you know? Got another track queued up here. Inherently Picnic. Thanks a lot for the sub. Appreciate the free cash. Drop a track on you, my dude. Please enjoy. Oh, Sarah likes dogs. Dogs are a good thing to like. Can't tell if it's too loud or not. I'll bump it down a smidge. Alright, last time on Lawrence Plays a Big MMO, we discovered that Lawrence had not actually finished the last chunk of content. And then he did! And now he can actually start playing Stormblood, the new thing. Antonia's part of the issue with my pecs was I had this thing where I would use my bones to move weight, where I started getting bone bruises when I got to higher weight, so I had to drop on some exercises to basically relearn how to work out. Bones, interesting. I'm trying to think of how you would do that for pec. Like, would you just lock your joints together and then leverage it? I guess I guess if that's just the habit you got into, that's what drives me crazy, man. You know, it's weird. This is what physical, like PE, physical education was supposed to be for, but they never teach this stuff. They never say like. I remember learning how to lift weights in high school, junior high actually, and man, there was nothing like the basics of good form, but nothing about, you know, make sure you use these muscle groups, make sure that. It was just like, you know, don't let your knees go past your toes. All right, go. That was it. All right. So yeah, I think it makes me wonder, you know, if I had not tried to be physically active in the ways that I have been lately, like get outside of my comfort zone, I probably would have never learned these things about even my own body. And in that way, it's like, yeah, it's important. It's important to, it's your container, you know? You gotta learn it. And you don't learn something without messing with it, breaking it. When playing football, they forced you to push the barbell off your chest, or a bench rep didn't count. Oh, so you like let it rest on your rib cage and then you bounced it up that way? Interesting. I can see that because they want you to have full range of motion. But yeah, it shouldn't be a bounce, or it shouldn't be like, you should bring it down and maybe just a tap. But the big difference I see with bench is whether or not you tuck your elbows in or you let your elbows go out. I'm not sure what the difference is between the two, honestly. What's up, Daft Punk Live? I'm doing good. I'm a little tender right now. Thank God that is not only me. The only time they cared about form and figure is running. Really? So it's interesting you bring that up, Frag Out. And actually, no, there's not enough room to actually... working traps is the difference. Yeah, I think I throw my elbows out when I bench for sure. And oh shit, an expensive sub. Wait, Jack Sparrow, didn't you just do Prime sub? Why are you throwing money at me? That's a double sub. It's not going to be double song though. I actually haven't come up with an idea for double subs or like expensive subs. Wait, I have an idea, but I have to make media for it. So I will do that eventually. Oh yeah, so running. I did not run right, or haven't run properly for the last 30 years. I just kind of learned how to run myself, and no one would tell me or correct me or watch me, and it seemed to work okay. I went forward, but and this is something that came out during stunt school, because you have to like sprint. Basically, you have to accelerate through 3 steps and then hit a mini tramp. And I just couldn't do it. Like, I had no kickoff. And then this awesome dude named Steve, who has done every physical thing under the sun, like scuba diver, stuntman, fucking everything. Anyway, dude was awesome, super chill. He was like, hey man, try this. And he was like, stand, and when you're about to sprint, lean forward. And when you feel your weight start to go, then kick off with your feet. Like, boom, push off through that. And it made such a big difference, because then it was like, now instead of just using, like, slapping my foot on the ground and pulling myself forward with my leg, I was ahead of the weight and pushing off with my legs, which is way stronger. And the second I started to do that, it was kind of scary, because I could just be like, boom, just exploding. It was a weird feeling, because, like, I've worked legs, so I have muscle and I have power there. I just wasn't using it. And man, what a weird sensation. To think, fuck me, I've been slapping my dumb monkey feet on the ground wrong this whole time. Ugh. And now it's like, now when I'm on the treadmill, I like kind of lean forward a little bit and it feels so much different. And just like a lot of little stuff that's coming out in physical therapy about correcting my posture, it feels better, even though it doesn't feel right. That's what the starting blocks are for. Yeah, I mean, I would see that, and it like made sense to me. Oh, they're kicking off, they're exploding, but it didn't physically make sense. I didn't know what the feeling was. I didn't know what the muscles felt like when they did that. So yeah, it was just funky stuff. And this is all like, I'm 33, and this is stuff I'm figuring out now. Whereas athletes know this stuff, you know, when they're 17, 18. I think what it really, another weird thing that it kind of unearths in my own head is like, I guess when I was growing up, the assumption was, and this is totally from media, so it's kind of shitty that I just assumed it and never really questioned it, is that the world was divided into physical people and intellectual people, right? You either existed in the physical world or you existed in your mind. And I very early on was like, okay, I exist in my mind. That is obvious. So to me it was like, well, I don't belong in the physical world. It will never make sense to me. And in a strange way, now I kind of see it as like, no, fuck that. Why would I give up? I can do anything I want. So the Chads and the Betas, the Normies and the Rees, yeah, sort of different kinds of things. But it's frustrating. Well, not so much frustrating. It's just an interesting revelation now to realize that doesn't make any sense. Like, that was an assumption based on media. And I can do those things, and I can learn those things. And I don't have to sacrifice anything for that, except some video game time. Do you work out daily? Sort of. My activity lately has been weird, because I've been doing physical therapy. So now my activity is either going to physical therapy and having them just, like, pummel me, or doing the workouts that they told me I should do at home. That's a lot easier than I used to. I'm not doing heavy lifts anymore. I'm gonna wait until PT is over. I'm sorry, I'm rambling because there is a track on this record that I want to play, and I don't remember which one it is. There's some other stuff that I could play, but I have one track in mind, and I've again forgot what it is. Shit. Well, I know that this group is good, but I'm gonna scrub this track and make sure that it's $9.99 worthy. Let me try this one. I really like this particular DJ. He always has awesome breakdowns, so it's going to be in the last 30. There it is. There it is. I knew this guy. I got your number. BT. All right. I'm going to play this track. It's going to be loud because BT fucking rocks, and I know that this breakdown is going to be sweet. It's not Bass Hunter. Have you beat Final Fantasy 15? I have, but I haven't 100%ed, which I would like to do. I want to go back and do that shit. Fishing is getting me, man. Anyway, enjoy your track, Captain Jack Sparrow. What the fuck is going on? Sausage Smorgasbord. Sorry, man. Somebody gave me money, so I played a song. I think in the grand scheme of explosive Twitch lab notifications, it's not that bad. Maybe it is. Apparently I have a Nightbot now, but it has no commands. That's cool. Castrum Oriens. I recommend anyone who's I recommend to anyone who is confident and has access to pull, pick up treading water. Burns calories and no other activity. Low impact can be done for a sustained amount of time. Comrade, that's a great suggestion. Treading water is hard as fuck. It's a great cardio activity. Actually, it's great everything. It's full body, you know. The only personal knock I would have against it is you can't listen to music while you do it. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy about... Man, it's weird to get experience points again. It's one of the things I really enjoy about working out. One of the things that makes it tolerable... I've been through the loop enough to know that the reward is worth it, but on a day-to-day basis, it's the getting fucking amped to music that gets me into it. This is interesting. We got a world map now? That's cool. I do like stuff like that helps though. It helps you kind of visualize geographically where you are. They're waterproof headphones and iPods? They're waterproof headphones, really?
I remember crossing the border. Standing in Girabania once
I mean, I guess it
more.
makes sense.
Me and my fellow scions.
And there are waterproof
the warrior
cases,
of
you're
light
right.
among us.
I have a Bluetooth speaker and use the pool at random times so I jam out to synthwave. That's fucking... Oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah, I never thought about that. I guess if you can
Behind
be there
us,
by yourself or if no one else cares.
Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other.
I used to listen to music just while swimming
and the
laps.
promise of a new beginning,
It never even occurred to me that you could do that. That's awesome.
but one that could only be bought with flames and
And
blood.
Zematic, what are you playing? It's been a long time since I played a game for achievements. Actually, I did BioShock and BioShock 2, and man, I fucking love a good title card. That's good shit. Oh. It's all in engine too. I love that stuff. But yeah, you know what it made me realize? Games were truly way easier 6-7 years ago. Going back and forth between BioShock 2 and Prey was really interesting because I was like, man, games got harder in a good way. They got more interesting. But the 360 era of games was just piss-ass easy. And I remember thinking, like, or gunning for achievements was the only real way to make it interesting for me. Swimming laps is sometimes insufferably boring, but not with music. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, same with running. I imagine at least with running, if you're on a road, at least you can get different scenery, but in water, yeah. Oh yeah, Rise Son of Rome. I didn't perfect that, but I could see how you could. I think I got pretty close. Oh, thank you, Cherry, for the Twitch Prime sub. I got some political war talks. So yeah, now it's a total game of constantly, like, mentally checking my body, make sure my shoulders are not shrugging forward, because I really like doing that. I have to, like, rock my hips forward a little bit, because I like those to roll forward, so my back bends out. It's, I guess I always suspected that at some point posture would crash in on me, and that is now. I actually think I'm a little bit ahead of the game in that regard. I think that I probably, if I had the inclination, I could have ignored it for like 10 more years. The thing that I'm interested to see if, in myself, and I've read studies to this effect, so I'm curious if it produces the same effect within me, as if I stand straighter, my shoulders back, and my hips forward, in a supported, stronger stance, if I'll just feel more confident. That shit happens. Human beings are weird. Making them stand in such a way to project confidence actually makes them feel that way. So it'll be interesting. The downside is when I get confident, then I do stupid things. So it's a weird balance, you know. Oh, dang Omega. I guess the plotline really does kind of just pick right up, huh? It's kind of a weird sensation, because I thought I was done with the story, but I wasn't. So it's like, I got a tiny little bit of old story and then right into the new stuff. So it's like, I didn't experience the gap in the way that they predicted I would. That's so weird. That's not the Quest Complete song. It's different. Elise isn't wearing a helmet anymore. And her name changed. Did you get the chance to see Monster Hunter World footage that came out today? And if you're a fan or not, but it was one of the bigger stories out of E3. I agree, it was one of the bigger stories. I am not a fan. I went from actively disliking it to respecting it, but still not liking it all that much. I tried playing it back in the PSP days when there was nothing. No help, no explanations, and the controls sucked dick. It got a lot better. Monster Hunter on Wii U was actually pretty good, pretty fun. I liked it. I just didn't have the time to grind out stuff or really like learn all the mechanics. So I'll check it out. I can see a version of myself where I would like and have the time to play that game, but I don't think it's me right now. Rise is mainly pain because you can't skip cutscenes and the combat is really simple. Yeah, I remember that. Combat was simple, but it was fun. I think it was kind of... Oh shit, the battle theme is different. Oh, I forget. This is like level appropriate. Get out of here. Oh my god, that did no damage. Okay, that's better. That's right, now that they ruined White Mage, I gotta figure out how to fight again. Guys, this is freaking me out. Shit, there's two of them. This is actually a problem now. I'm not used to, like... I was used to running through open world segments and not giving a flying fuck about anything. It's weird. This shit is weird. I got interrupted. I'm probably gonna die. This guy's gonna help me. It's like playing a normal MMO again, not being at level cap forever. Shit. It's still Swiftcaster, right? If I can get this guy down, I'll be fine. Hey, Cityscape. Ooh, Dagger, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Fuck, I'm gonna die. I didn't get it off in time. Man. I forgot. I forgot what it's like. I forgot what it's like to die. How's White Mage? I'm starting out again, trying out Ninja. I couldn't tell you. They changed the White Mage mechanic. You go back here. Wow. Alright. I forgot all these things. I didn't touch the thing! God, I forgot everything! Alright. Remembering how to play. Fuck me. Boy, howdy, is that game a tech demo? Super linear and made to show off graphics? Not much after that? Well, sure. That's okay, though. It's okay. It just shouldn't have been 60 bucks. But that's okay. I don't mind games like that. Especially when they don't lie about what they are. That's my big thing. Wait, what the fuck? Did I not go to the right? Gare Albania. Black Shroud. Oh, Gare Albania. Right. How do I... Shit, how do I get back? I was just there. Fuck. I can't teleport? Crytek is a company that excels at making tech demos. Yeah, I think that's a little unfair. I think Crysis was a solid game. All the Crysises were good in their own ways. Looks like there's connection through this, and maybe through this, but there's no actual, like, dotted line thing. Thoughts on Anthem? I'm worried. I'm worried... oh, that's housing. I'm worried that game will, it'll be a video game. And that demo made it seem like much more than a video game. God damn it, how do I get out there? Does anyone in chat know how to get back to that zone? Boobs, butts, or thighs? Do you put butt and thighs into the same category, but then boobs or butts? I don't know that... East Shroud. Ah, okay. There we go. Alright, we got it now. I don't know. I think I'll leave that a mystery. Butts back and forth forever. You sounding like a YouTuber. Thighs are for the guys, my dude. What do you mean, like women like thighs? Sure, Anthem will be fine. But it's been a long time since I played a BioWare game that had fun gameplay. I feel like that way about Ubisoft games, too. They have yet to really surprise me by coming up with a, like a really inventive game. Instead, it's just... It's like an increasing simplification of the same game. And that's not fun for me. Not when I already played a more interesting version of it. Guys like thighs on women, women like thighs on guys. It's up to interpretation. Fair. Thoughts on the remaster of Shadow of Colossus? None. I played that game. I played it. I feel pretty good. It's weird that they're re-releasing it, or whatever. Thank you for the resub, Radsby. There we go. I did it. And also I'll make this my home, so when I die, I can come back here. Ah, good stuff. Any thoughts on the Xbox One X? I don't want to repeat myself too much, but I think it's an amazing console. Everything about it looks fantastic. By the math, it's impossible. And it's weird to me that no one cares about that. I feel like if Sony announced, or even Nintendo, or anyone that makes hardware announced that kind of hardware, it would be a big deal. I don't know why it's not. Whatever. Whatever, man. People don't have to care about something if they don't want to. All this shit flying by. These people in their fancy mounts, riding their Cadillacs. Hello there, Zingy. How are you? It has online in the name of the game. Yeah, that's a little awkward. Everyone seems to have written off the Xbox One because it had a hard time getting off the ground. No matter what Microsoft seems to do, people just scoff at it. Yeah, I guess you might be right. Maybe. Well, I guess time will tell. Lighting makes you seem like an evil villain? Good. I like the bleakest lighting while playing my animes in the modes. I can move the light closer. It's still shockingly dark. Well, whatever. That's how I likes my webcam. Sets the mood. It's intimate. What's up, Milt? About to spend $50 on shady CD keys for a shark card because I started GTA Online. Holy shit, Rockstar is unbelievable. I can't believe it took me and my friends so long to play it. Like you, my friend is doing the CEO stuff, and like James, I'm gonna make our biker game. Should I call it Funt Cuckers or Wife Beaters? I like Funt Cuckers. That might get... I guess that wouldn't get you in trouble. That's no worse than anything in the game already, right? I already have an Xbox, so I don't need to upgrade. There you go. I mean, that's totally valid too. I think that adding new hardware to the ecosystem isn't a bad thing, especially since it's both forwards and backwards compatible. Every MMO looks like it plays the same. Holy shit. Dieter Pet, yeah, I mean, Blizzard was onto something. There's a reason people keep doing it. 14 does have elements that make it very unique, but those are not going to be apparent right now, especially when I'm going through like more predictable, more typical story content stuff. Also got this egg though. Hey, check it out. Yeah, a little bird flies out. Oh, you didn't see that? Hold on. Ooh, look at that bird. Hop. And look at my little dude sitting on top of it. I mean, that's important. Don't write that off. That's 80% of why I play this game. The other 20% is the music. Oh shit, I hit the cap. Let's say 5% is general Final Fantasy geekery. Because this game does have fan service elements, and it does them very well. It's its own thing, and it's also like incorporates other things. Are you straddling a papaya? No, it's an Easter egg. Jeez, Milt. I think I picked a cloudy sky lighting effect, so sometimes the clouds like part and it gets light, and then it just goes away. Am I the only non-Asian playing the game? No! I can verify. I have another real-life friend who plays this. Rip Fuda Queen. We had a Fuda Queen? Where'd she go? Got exactly the minimum SR for promotion in Overwatch. I'd honestly given up for the first I got tilted because of really idiotic self-important pricks that blamed everyone but themselves in one particularly bad game. But powered through, and Jesus Christ, it feels good to rank up. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of those guys in Overwatch for sure. Skronk, thank you for Twitch Prime subbing. I'm gonna be at Anime Expo. What weekend is that again? Is that that's the one before... That's like... That's the one before July 4th, right? Gonna have to be a hermit. Cool, rat. See you later, man. I could use some hermit time myself. But it's gonna be a while. I wonder about that stuff, too. I wonder to what degree I should cater to my own desire to not do anything, you know? And I'm lucky in this way, but there's always some good shit to do. I guess I'm very blessed in the fact that at my choose, like, there's a lot of cool stuff I could do. Going to VidCon, going to AnimeCon, or ACon, yeah. Wait, it's not ACon, it's Anime Expo. ACon's in Dallas. But yeah, it just seems like these days, on any given day, there's something pretty cool I could be doing. Or because I've been doing cool stuff, there's a lot of shit I have to do to sort of catch up. So, yeah, it's exciting times, cool days. But it's hard to fight the urge that's just like, man, just sit on that couch and play Persona all fucking day. All fucking day. Maybe read a book in Persona. Maybe go to a cafe in Persona. Hang out with your friends in Persona. Well, I could do that in real life, but why? I want to do this other thing, so... I don't know. I don't know if I should kind of push myself past that. Not necessarily to, like, to what degree should I pay attention to myself and what it wants and emotionally wants? And what degree should I shut it up and tell myself to do the other thing because Persona will always be there? What the hell is that? That is a cute thing. What are you? A Foper. Get over here. Get over here so I can cast Stone on you 18 times. Oh god, it's an eyeball bird. It's like kind of cute, but kind of gross. Also, I feel like there has to be a... fuck, better way to DPS is healer these days, but I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out eventually. I don't think I have any... Wait, I'm casting... Yeah, Stone free. Do you have Pixel XL? If yeah, how is it? I do not. I have a regular Pixel. I'm gonna buy tomorrow. Nexus is several years old and crashes at 70%. That sucks. Should be better than... Should last more than that. No, it's... So I have a normal Pixel and I adore it. It is the best phone I have ever had. The camera is fucking great. Oh, that's right! I forgot. Buttface. I'll have to call him out. Shit. Where's my, Shroud of Saints anymore? Is there an ability to call? Or do you just use the greens still? Just use the greens. What are the chances of us doing a raid when D2 comes out? Oh, Destiny 2? I don't know. I don't know how that game's gonna work. I mean, maybe. We have the Funhouse group or clan or whatever. Why is that orange and none of the rest of them are? It's probably quest objective at some point. Watch Funhouse and all the time, and it only recently turned into your stream. Where did you grow up in Texas? I live in West Texas, if you know that area. I mean, and that's a lot of area. You just described a big swath of land. But I used to live in a city called Azle. That is like an hour northwest of Dallas. So... that is the land I hail from. What facilitated your move from Texas to California? Nothing really facilitated it. I packed a bunch of shit in a car and drove. Scouted an apartment before I came, signed the papers, and got my key, and then started moving stuff in. I guess I had a job offer from Machinima at the time, if that's what you mean. Why I did it. I didn't just move for no reason. By the way, I'm shooting part of my movie in Azle. Oh, Zaxby, why? What is there that you could possibly not get anywhere else? Are there any games you can recommend that would run on an integrated graphics nowadays? Yeah. Some of the better, like, smaller Steam games, like Super Hexagon, Super Meat Boy. Binding of Isaac. Those games will probably run. To the Moon. I live in Keller, to the South Lake area. Oh, cool. It's not a bad place. It's cheap. It's a good place to live. I like it. Taco Bueno is still there. Whataburger. Can't buy booze whenever you want, but just gotta stock up. Part of the scene is in Selena, if that gives you any indication. What is Selena? You mean like the singer? You could, oh, booze law has changed? Can you buy on Sunday yet? Can you buy in grocery stores? And like 7-Elevens? Because that's awesome. That is a great thing in California. Older games, you could play like Doom. There's some stuff that still works. Quake. Is Ishtola your favorite girl, Jessicor? The cat lady with the white eyes. Where'd you go to college? UTD. University of Texas at Dallas. Oh, interesting, Zaxby. Look at Texas. Getting all liberal. We meeting up with some Tatarus. Selena's a country or apart. They pretty much only have corn and football players. Matt George Sports, huge fan. Cool, thank you. Been with y'all since early Inside Gaming. Glad I finally caught one of your streams. Keep up with the great work. I intend to, man. As long as people are watching, I think I'll get to keep doing it. Texas Liberal. That's drinking on a Sunday, my dude. That is Lord's Day. Ain't no one gonna be buying wine on God's Day. Speaking of booze, ever had cider? Yeah, of course. If you ever go to Gloucestershire, hold on a second. Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire. You should try the local cider. Sure, man. I'll make a note. I don't know if I end up there, but... Cutscene? What are we dealing with? Oh, okay. Like, they have the Final Fantasy party. It's pretty cool. They typically get you with, like, 5 or 6 named characters that have personalities, so you kind of get that flavor of it, too.
I remember the old stories. How the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow.
Oh, hey, it's the statue they were fighting on in the trailer.
Ralga's Reach, a holy place, and a fitting home for the resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo.
Oh, Gloucestershire? Okay. So they slam all those syllables together. I learned that about London townships. You basically drop half the syllables.
For what could be ours again.
Drake Henry's the worst. Yeah, comrade. Yep. I used to live in one. Had to drive like 4 miles down the street to the exact line where the county ended, and on the other side of the road were like 6 liquor stores. I mean, booze was cheap. It's weird, right? There's a give and a take. And I think that's a good microcosm for like living in Texas versus living in California. California's more expensive. So like a bottle of vodka is more expensive here. But I can get it in a grocery store on Sunday night if I want to. So it's like, Texas is cheap, but you pay in other ways. Like when you want to get tore up on a Sunday and you're just out of luck. But I guess that's not an issue anymore. Whatever. Try living in Kansas City on the Kansas side. Ugh. London, Gloucestershire is in the West Country, love. It's a whole other region. I don't know, man. I was just saying, within the context of the planet and how they pronounce words, while I was in London, I saw that they had excessively syllabic country name or city names, and the pronunciation usually hit about every third one. That's all. Not professing to be a expert in the region by any stretch. That used to be a blue law in Michigan too. Haven't seen it last time it was enforced though. Really? Oh, okay. I mean, it's so people like it's illegal, but stores are still open and stuff. Because man, they are not in Texas, or you used to not be. I keep having to correct myself. That's interesting. It's so weird how these laws, like, slowly get uprooted, and lo and behold, fucking society does not implode. Turns out now liquor stores can make 1/7 more money. That's the only difference. Maybe the, like, fucking drunk driving incidents get more distributed over the week, but they don't go down and they don't go up. Because drunk assholes are gonna run into people and they're gonna find a way to do it. Sometimes that stuff, I'm just like, why? Who are you protecting? Especially when there's money to be had. Like, good, honest American money. That's the big thing that I see, like, the biggest conflict. Because Texas is usually about money. They like working, they like earning. So, but I feel like the real test is going to be medical or recreational marijuana. Sure, like, Texas loves being smug about how much money they make, politically speaking. So they gotta see the cash that Colorado and Washington State are pulling in. California soon, even though they're basically there already. Hello, Conrad. But yeah, man, when you can yank all that stuff and when you can yank all that money into Texas businesses, god damn.
Allow me
Zaxby,
to
you have
welcome you
faith?
once more to Ralga's Reach.
So they've brought it to vote, or they brought it to vote to vote. It's one of those weird things. I remember that happening when I lived there, and that was a huge deal. It was like, this would never happen. People wouldn't even think about it 10 years ago. Any advice for a freshman going to college? Not really. Try stuff. Don't do the same old thing. Go to new activities, try new things, challenge yourself. It's really easy and sometimes necessary, and that's cool, to sort of just hole up in your apartment or your dorm or whatever and sort of crave the familiar, but try and push yourself a little bit. We had a referendum for White County, but the county line liquor store spent $500,000 shooting the proposal down. We just gotta wait for enough old folks to die and we'll get our booze. We can buy booze at restaurants and a club, and that's it. State senator who lobbied against it got picked up on a DWI coming from Little Rock. Gotta love the hypocrisy. Yeah, yeah, that stuff doesn't change. Where in London did you visit? East End? I don't remember. It was for EGX. So it was in a convention center. And that's the most I got for you.
My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lise, and Papalimo at great risk to yourselves.
Just like when your straight homie changes their pronoun, you gotta catch up.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Would you say that Final Fantasy XIV is a good MMO for newcomers? Maybe. Potentially? I think it's possible to play it single player and enjoy it single player. It's tough, because it gets hard. It gets very hard. But it does a good job scaling you up into it. So I don't know. Hey B, I see you, man. If you're going to sleep, that's cool. We're about to get medical marijuana legalized, but we can't buy booze at Kroger. I gotta love the contradictions. Well, hey, man. Wheat's better for you, so who cares? No calories, doesn't blow up your
You're
liver.
not the first person to take up arms against the Empire.
It's not a literal
false
poison.
name. We'd do the same if we had any sense.
That guy's voice doesn't match his look. I know.
Condolences for your loss, John.
It's creating an interesting vibe, though, right? Like, he's got sort of a airy, sort of urbane, educated thing going on. But he looks like well-worn, weathered. Seems like he'd be a lot grittier and angrier.
Papalimo laid down his life to save us, to
Go to
give
bed,
us a
JGM?
chance to make a better
Cool, man.
future
I'm not
for
gonna be up
ourselves.
too much longer. I started late.
There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilbert.
Is Culver City in Los Angeles County, or is it an entirely different city? It's in LA County. LA County's pretty big. There are individual cities that are kind of within Los Angeles, though, but they're their own cities in that they have their own police and fire departments and things like that. West Hollywood is its own city. Culver City, the city of Culver City, is the full name. Quick question: what are the steps you took to get 4K game capture? I have not. I have not once ever done that. That happened at the NVIDIA booth, and I think they just had it running at 4K and used Shadowplay to record it to the machine. The medic was hot. He was. Voiced by Robin Atkin Dowles. Good shit. Matt George writes, you and the Funhouse Gang should be proud of what you have become. A sincere thank you from someone who looks forward to your videos every single day. Wow, thank you. That's really profound. Thank you. It's a very sincere and kind compliment.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monargo told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual.
Back, hips forward.
I
gotta bend out that back.
An unholy fury.
It's weird because
But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
with the like the posture corrections I'm trying to do, it's like ricocheting down and making other problems. So instead of rolling my shoulders forward, it's not even visible, so I don't know why I'm doing it. I need to roll my elbows back, keep them back, so I'm not constantly like engaging my traps. However, when I do that, I tend to like shoot out my gut because my body pivots around that, and that's not good because then it curves my spine. So then I need to rock my hips forward to keep my back in. So it's elbows back, hips forward, core not tight but engaged, just holding me, kind of taking the pressure off the back.
That is why
tough,
we are
here
today, sir.
But I've actually found that once I lock it in, it feels pretty good. Like, it turns out that's how the body's supposed to be. Turns out these people know what they're doing when they tell me to do this stuff. Sitting is hard.
Formal offer of military assistance
Strange
to the
Love, you have
resistance.
you've summarized it perfectly.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that.
Rogue, I've heard that. Oh, okay. London's the same way. The city of London is a completely different thing than London. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Most big cities are that way. I mean, New York has its boroughs, but I don't think those are independent cities now that I think about it. I tried streaming the other day, and the realization of how easy it is to do blew my mind. OBS makes it pretty easy. It really does.
The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct
can do some fancy stuff
with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones.
Also, yeah, Rogue, I think you were talking about how good the story is in Stormblood. I've got a friend who's ahead of me, and she's just raving about it. I'm excited.
Proposal. A moment, if you please.
I've always,
Of
even
course, Master Camp. Take all the time you require.
even if I didn't have their memory or the presence of mind to follow the story all the way through, the bits that I get where I can kind of catch up on what's going on, see a really cool thing, and then see the wind down, I've really appreciated when I can play an arc. And I'll be able to play an arc in Stormblood. It's great. Oh, fuck, god damn it, the fucking comedic timing of that shit was on point. Oh, it frustrates me how funny that was. Oh, man, this might be the end of it if they booted me out. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Fuck. But you have to at least appreciate the writing there, you know? That was an excellent summary of what's going on. There's not necessarily a proxy war, but there is a war. Fuck. Rather, there are nations that are tense with each other because there has been a war, and they won't go into open war, but they're fighting with all these like little back shits to get one-ups on each other. So you, as the like heroes of the land, are dispatched to help. It's kind of like the fucking Americans arming Contra groups to throw over governments they don't like. This isn't a game that has dragons and like magic orbs and wizards and bullshit. It's so weird that it dabbles in like both the political leanings and otherwise. Well, I got in a solid hour again, filled with playing music and talking to chat, which was probably like 20 minutes of game time. Oh boy, it booted me out of the game entirely. Damn. Well, it's 10. I should stop. Milt says, the boroughs of New York used to be independent cities until the 1890s. Prime example, Brooklyn. That's why the Brooklyn Dodgers, the New York Yankees, and the New York Giants all managed to coexist before Brooklyn was annexed by a citywide ordinance. I did not know that. Yeah, Dub Josh, I know the servers have been fucked. I mean, today was the launch, right? So, what is better for streaming? What is better for streaming, YouTube or Twitch? It's an interesting question. Not really an easy answer. YouTube is technically better. All the math is in YouTube's favor. It supports a higher bitrate, more resolutions. Twitch has Twitch has a culture. I guess YouTube hasn't really developed that yet. Maybe it's too big to have its own culture. I don't know. This is the most informal, indescribable, meaningless statement, but it feels like it's easier. I feel like people on Twitch are more community-minded, whereas people on YouTube just like watching things. If that makes any fucking sense at all. And I think they've just been trained that way. I think that's kind of dating back to the fact that you have people on Twitch have always been watching live streams. People on YouTube have always been watching video, and now they're watching a stream. So I feel like the etiquette is different. I just feel like the engagement's different. It's just people just act differently. That's not a bad thing. It's just different. Yeah. We'll be going to college in Austin. Is there a lot of RT things to do while I'm there, if you would know? I don't think so. I mean, you can buy tickets on the spot for pretty cheap. It's like, what, $3 or whatever. So there are opportunities to go to Rooster Teeth and do stuff legitimately. But I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time there. I don't live there, so I don't know what the day-to-day is like. Anyway, there will be more Stormblood soon. I guess I can crank out an hour of Persona while chilling out on the couch. I get my wish. Something. Thanks for watching, everybody. I panicked because I found someone made an SFM clip of Medic fucking Mercy, but I didn't know it was a video. Yeah, sorry, Call, I'm stopping. Final Fantasy booted me out, and now I'm all sad. But yeah, I got VidCon tomorrow and Thursday. Maybe I can stream on Friday. Saturday, I'm probably gonna be back up helping Steph's mom. Maybe not super late, so I might get back in time to do some. Sunday I might have something going on. I don't know. I'm gonna try to stream on Sunday because I've missed so much stuff. This was supposed to be a normal week. It's funny how things happen. Anyway, see you guys next time.
Right after these messages.
Oh, there's that guy at the camera again. Where's the Mikey? Where's Mike?
Position by the fountain.
Hey!
Here's your ball.
Hold this.
Where are you going to be? I'll stay right here.
It's pretty tight.
Sharp. Good thing.
You can have one of these.
Yeah.
It's a fake tie. You can have curly hair, too. Right?
I can't get rid of mine, though.
Yours is not perm? Permanent perm.
The Lord, you know?
Yeah, the Lord likes curly hair. God bless the USA. God bless the USA.
45 seconds.
God bless the USA. I'm going to point to this thing. We didn't get my dark lipstick. We didn't get my lipstick on.
30 seconds. $20 seconds.
Was that camera on? I said that.
Yeah. 15 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5.
Jesus said the Holy Spirit is like a well of water springing up, a fountain. Today, I'm going to minister the power, the Holy Spirit of God to you in every area of your life. If you need a miracle, the miracle working power of God is going to flow out through this television camera into your life. Bring deliverance, healing, prosperity, soundness of mind, whatever you need. Any area of life that you're thirsty in, stay tuned because we're going to minister the power of God.
Clear.